Hello and welcome to Michigan. My name is Clint Maki. I'm the broker owner for Thresholds for Living Realty, and I'm the broker that has this house listed on Bayview Drive. It is 11278 North Bayview Drive in Irons, Michigan. Now stick around while I show you this house, the full log constructed home on a lake, on an acre of land and lakefront. So it's a lakefront log home, and I specialize in lakefront homes and log homes in the state of Michigan. So I'm going to show you this home on the inside and the outside. I'm going to show you some of the different things there are to do in the area as far as recreational opportunities. But let's check out the real star of this show is not necessarily the house, but the lake. But they're both important together because they form such a nice package. This is not a rustic log home. This is a modern log home that is nicely done, very well kept for its age. It's just a beautiful house. Inside and out, they've really done a nice job keeping this property. So I'm going to show you the inside first. Let's go on the inside and take a look at the great room concept with the cross beams that go across there are very appealing. It's a big open space, very nicely done. Feels right when you walk into a home like this. You feel like you're at peace and you're at home, and it really gives you that feeling like you've stepped out into the wilderness. But you still have the modern conveniences of a regular home. Look at the pilasters they've built there, the cross beams. What a great area that is. Here's a soapstone and cast iron stove that more than heats the entire house. Does a great job, and they heat water on it, and it keeps the place so nice and toasty and dry on the inside there. Nice eating area that overlooks this area. If you step out onto this deck, you get to see this lake right here. That is Cool Lake. It's about an 80-acre lake with depths of around 50 feet. Let me show you where that is, as a matter of fact, on a map. Let me pull this up. There's Cool Lake, and it's actually three different lakes hooked together, about 85 acres. It's a privatized lake that which in Michigan means that there are no public access ramps to get on this lake. It is a no-wake lake, so you're not going to be out there ripping around on jet skis. You got peace and quiet. This lake reminds me a lot of a Canadian lake or a lake that you'd see in the Upper Peninsula in Michigan. Except it's closer. When you start zooming out, I'm going to zoom out and show you where it is in Michigan. You start looking, it's from Chicago, South Bend area, maybe 3 hours, 3.5, depending on how heavy your foot is. Detroit, probably around the same. Almost all freeway to get there. Hour and a half or so from Grand Rapids, depending on how you drive. So it's right in the middle of Michigan, right there, and kind of the heel of the palm. So you start zooming on in there. You start seeing all this national forest up here. There are so much acres, thousands and thousands of acres of national forest. You're only a few minutes from Lake Michigan, and you start looking at Manistee and Ludington. Some of the best salmon fishing out there is in Lake Michigan. And you start zooming in and start looking. When you start looking around, there's a lot of nature trails that you can hike. But in addition to that, you have all of snowmobiling and quad running and the trails that you can run all day long. They reach the different cities in the area. So if you're familiar with the area, you understand how important that is as far as the recreation possibilities. Let's go back to the property now, back to the cabin itself. It sits on top of the lake here, kind of a high bank, so if you've got issues getting up and down a hill, it might not be your house. What a view, though. And, it's a modern log home. Let's go on to the bedrooms. Let's take a look at the bedrooms here. Main floor bedroom right next to the main floor bathroom, so you have access easy enough to a main floor bedroom. Upstairs there's a little bit bigger bedroom. Dimensionally it's different, and there are three bedrooms altogether, one on the main floor, two on the upper floor. Let me see if I can find this other bedroom here. Here's a second shot of that bedroom. You walk through that little door right there, and you'll find this bedroom right here, which could be used as a study, a nursery, or a walk-in closet if you decide to do something like that. Good looking house, well maintained, freshly stained, and the trim has all been painted as well with a newer multi-dimensional roof. Nicely done, nicely kept. Here's the kitchen, modern kitchen, of course, with good appliances. They're probably going to stay. They're not emotionally attached to those. It's a great kitchen, very functional. It's not ornate, but it is definitely suitable to a home of this style and this caliber for sure. Bathrooms, of course, are all modern. You have everything you need here, and this is the lake. This is a beautiful lake. It just looks like something you'd walk up to Canada, hop off a float plane, and start fishing. Full of fish. They make sure of it. They plant fish in it, and they make sure that the fish population is substantial and it's sustainable. And they're very proud of the fact that they've taken such good care of that natural waterway. and they're very happy with this entire property. They've outgrown it, and it's time for them to be moving on and moving on to other things. There's your pole barn. Put in your toys there. You can drive straight through with your snowmobiles. It has a smaller overhead door plus a dual overhead door and doors that lock up. So you can lock up your toys and then come back to them on the weekend and have some fun. You can go horseback riding up there. There's a picture of someone doing their jeeping on some of the river beds up there. A lot of people ride their quads up and down these trails. It is crazy fun. In the wintertime, snowmobiling is a big deal. Lots of snow in this part of Michigan, but you're still close to towns. You can buzz from gas station to gas station and just have some fun up and down the old converted railroad beds that are now trails. Just miles and miles of trails, and they all lead somewhere. You can have a lot of fun in this area. My name is Clint Maki. I've gone on long enough about this here house. Log home on an acre on a lake. What more do you need besides just to know that you're out in the wilderness for the weekend having some fun, and you can live here year-round, or you can use it as your cottage. It doesn't matter. My name is Clint Maki. I'm glad you stopped by. If you need any further information, I'm going to leave some information on the screen for you here real quick if I can find some. And you can give me a call at 616-837-7630. That again is Clint, 616-837-7630. Thanks for stopping by.